Hi all, welcome to lesson 6. Our topic today is partial fraction decomposition. So I want you to pause the video, start with your warm up and see if you can do that. Okay, so how do we add rational expressions? We take the LCD or LCM, right? You can call either or. So what's the LCM here? It is x plus 5. Okay, just want a nicer color. So it'll be x plus 5 and x minus 3, right? Okay, so now I'm going to multiply this here by x minus 3. So I'm going to multiply the numerator also by x minus 3 to balance it, right? So this would be 1 times x minus 3 is just x minus 3. I'm going to multiply this side by x plus 5. And I'm multiplying the numerator also by x plus 5. So it'll be plus 2 times x plus 5. Simplify the numerator, I get x minus 3 plus 2x plus 10 over x plus 5 and x minus 3. I combine like terms and I get 3x plus 7 over x plus 5 and x minus 3. And that's how you would add your rational expressions, right? By taking the LCM. So now what are we going to do today? We're going to actually reverse it. I'm going to give you a question like this. I'm going to give you this question and I want you to rewrite it as two separate fractions. That's what our goal is. So we are going to start with our examples. First of all, let me just explain this a little bit more to you. I am just going to be doing reverse of what we did for the do now. I'm given a fraction and I want to write it as a sum of two fractions. That's what a partial fraction decomposition is. And it says right here, a rational expression can often be written as the sum difference of two or more simpler rational expressions. This is called partial fraction decomposition. So let's get started with letter A. So how do I do this? First of all, you want to make sure that your denominator is in factored form. So let's factor this. This will factor to x plus 2 and x minus 1, right? My end result is to rewrite this expression as a sum or difference of two fractions. Two rational expressions, right? So I already know my denominator is going to be x plus 2 and x minus 1. I just want to find my numerators. Since I don't know them, I'm going to call them a or b. So now what's the next step? I want to get rid of all my denominators. So I'm going to multiply across by x plus 2 and x minus 1. If I do so, on the left side, I'm just left with 3. On the right side, I'm going to be left with a times x minus 1 plus b times x plus 2. Now I'm going to substitute values for x. I'm going to pick them such that this whole term ends up being 0. So what value for x should I pick that it makes this whole term 0? It would be x equals 1. So let's say let x equals 1. So if I substitute 1 for x, I get 3 equals a times 1 minus 1 plus b times 1 plus 2. Right? This is 0. So 3 equals 3b. And what did I get? B equals 1. Similarly, I'm going to pick a value for this x that it makes my second term, this term, to be 0. So what do? Let x equals negative 2. So if I have x equals negative 2, I get negative 2 minus 1 plus b times, right? Simplify this and I get 3 is equal to negative 3a plus 0 because this whole the b term is 0. And I divide by negative 3 on both sides, I get a equals negative 1. So once I get that, I want to just substitute this back into what I want, because I wanted to write, my whole goal was what? Write this rational expression as a sum or difference of two rational expressions. So I found my a and b, and I'm going to substitute those. So it's going to be 3, oh, I keep forgetting to change. So it's going to be, my final answer is this. X squared plus x minus 2 is equal to negative 1 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x. Letter B. So the first thing again we're going to do is factor my denominator. So it's going to be x minus 3 x plus 2, right? So I'm going to set up two fractions, and x minus 3 and x plus 2. And I want to find my a and b. So what do? That's my first step. The second step is get rid of all your denominators. So I'm going to multiply across by x minus 3 and x plus 2, and I'm left with x plus 7 equals a times x plus 2 plus b times x minus 3. And now you're going to start picking values that it makes your a term or b term 0. So you can start with picking, you can first make a 0 or b 0, it doesn't matter, you don't have to go in order, but I'm going to try to go in order. So let's say let x equals 3. If I substitute x for 3, I get 3 plus 7 equals a times 3 plus 2 plus b times 3 minus 3. This is going to become what? 0, right? This is all 0. So I get 10 equals 5a. A is equal to 2. Now let's say I'm going to pick x equals what? Negative 2. If you thought about negative 2, then you're right. Substitute into the equation. So it'll be what? Negative 2 plus 7 equals a times negative 2 plus 2 plus b times negative 2 minus 3. I get 5 equals, this is 0, negative 5b, b is equal to negative 1. So I got my a and b, and my final answer will be x plus 7 over x squared minus x minus 6 is equal to, I found my a to be 2 over x minus 3 plus negative 1 over x plus 2.